Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So, I'm gonna be honest, this team is probably gonna be good in the future, especially on JP. This team is just gonna be 10 times better in the future, right? Um, because they have the EZA for the Majin Buu Gotenks card. Let me go ahead and look at the details real quick too. But the other thing as well is that unfortunately we're missing like just one more option. We can just go ahead and look at the team, right? So this is the entirety of the Texamasu team. And if we just go ahead and look at extreme physical, which is definitely what you want to be running, right? Uh, the options just kind of end there. If we did make something like this in the future and we got the physical Kid Buu, EZA, and he could be very good. He does have a lot of support. Even for back then, like he would just be like the person you would use for some of these showcases just to kind of show, you know, just like how much support you can get. And I could again use Rose, but whoops, here we go. I could use Rose, but it's just like there's not any super bosses on the team other than 3 people. So we're just going to do the safe option, which is aka physical God Goku. And then we're just going to float him off the entire time because it doesn't really matter, right? And then everybody else on the team here is for obvious reasons. I think this guy is going to be actually pretty good. I'm very hopeful for it. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick was that he is already Link 10. So you might have noticed that I've been doing a lot of Link 1 showcases for a lot of these units. I already had the unit before I did this showcase. Did I not? Okay, I have to EZA him. I didn't notice that I didn't have him EZA'd beforehand. But it's a good thing that we caught that right now. But yeah, I already had him Link 10 with this. That's the thing I wanted to talk about real quick. And then we're going to talk about the LR EZA real quick, so that way we can like kind of discuss that while I EZA him. So let me just go ahead and swap over real quick. Nope, that's the wrong one. I always get this one confused. There we go. Okay. So physical LR Buu Gotenks is like a very, very powerful LR for sure. He, you know, it's just greatly raising his defense and attack with each super attack, like both his 18k and 12k, and most of the time you're going to be hitting both. So it is like just very, very good to have, right? It is just something that is stacking characters are always just going to be like the reign supreme, right? They're always just going to be the top characters, just because the more time that they are given, the better that they're going to obviously look. And then obviously too, another thing to mention is that like we go ahead and look at like this the entire kit, right? Something you'll notice is that a lot of these characters on the Buu team all have healing, right? Even the Buu that we're going to be showcasing today, he also has the healing as well. He does a super attack, and I think it's like he gets like 20% HP, which is insane, especially when you want to have this character right here be above 90% HP at the start of the turn. Wait, sorry. Plus an additional 50%, or if HP is 90% or less from the start of the turn. So yeah, when you get hit with a super attack or something like that in the previous turn, and then this turn pops, right? You start off with below 90% HP, then guess what? You heal 20% here. You have physical Super Buu who's healing 20% there. You got Link's healing you even more. So like being under 90% is just like one super attack, right? So it's not like the worst thing in the world to be under, for sure. And I think that, yeah, okay, the EZA is all done. So, and then once he transforms as well, not only does he continue that stacking behavior just a little bit, because it is for 4 turns, meaning that you could float him off and it wouldn't be that bad either. But he also guards all attacks permanently, rather than it being a thing where you have to be under 90% or starting from the first turn, or just for the first turn, I should say. Then he's also action breaking for 5 turns, so he can action break once per turn for 5 turns. When he's doing an ultra super attack, of course, he's getting an additional 50% attack and defense when he's performing that ultra super attack. He's getting, he's still having that heal that we were talking about earlier, and then also getting an additional 50% attack, and then also an additional 10% HP recovery as well. Like that helps for sure. But all in all, like this EZA just makes obviously this unit look a lot better, because you're just able to put them in slot 1 And most of the time you don't have to worry because you can just either guard, or if you're not guarding, you're hopefully dodging, right? You're going to get that extra dodge chance and all that if you have less HP. Like it helps for sure. And the thing, we're going to be looking at these characters for this specific event, and I don't really like doing this because I usually try to go into the like whatever the newest event is, which was basically Bizamasu for this specific showcase. But because we are missing some of the options that I would really prefer, and I don't want to die repeatedly on turn 1, we're going to specifically go against Realm of Gods, so that way I can have it where Fizbeerus is creating orbs the entire time and everybody else is creating orbs. Oh yeah, which reminds me, I had to swap somebody out. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm swapping out Beerus with God Goku. I forgot to do that beforehand. That was my bad. But yeah, let me go ahead and swap back over, and then we can go ahead and look at this unit. Well, we'll just Super Saiyan 4 because we're not using God Goku. Where are you? There you are. And then obviously it's going to be the same leader. All right, sorry for the little yap fest at the beginning, but you know, I do feel like, you know, sometimes it is good to go over these units and the reason why I'm doing them, right? This won't really matter. I probably just want physical Rose somewhere over here. So yeah, Beerus is going to be making type orbs the entire time because all of these people are Realm of Gods characters. Or I'm sorry, Rainbow type, yeah. For the entire time. Obviously though, something to keep in mind is that we're going to be looking at this from a purely just, I guess, showcase perspective. And I don't know what else, instead of event perspective, because most of the time, like I said, we look at these characters. Did we get them in 7th slot? Are you serious? We look at these characters, right, and we see how they do against some of these harder events, but obviously we can't specifically do that because like I said, we just don't have the ability to be able to survive with the team that he needs. And this guy, like, dude, look at this. We literally can't get any key at all, because back then it was just 1 key per type key sphere. When he's easy aid, he's getting 2 key at the start of turn, which he did not have beforehand, and then he also gets an additional 2 key per type key sphere obtained. So, and then he also just launches an additional guaranteed launches an additional super attack guaranteed rather than the medium chance. Like, he just gets so much better post easy A, right? We'll just go ahead and, wow, okay. And if you're thinking like, why would I not just run somebody else, you know? Why would I not just run like the super bosses team and then just kind of throw physical Boo on? Like, we just run a whole bunch of other super bosses, because we're already running 2 guaranteed on the leader and then 1 extra, so it'd be 21% damage reduction, and we need 2 more, right? The main thing is that Majin Buu Gotenks just has so many links with this character that I feel like it would just be like a travesty not to, and it is his best supporter as well, just the LRS too. It would be a travesty not to just show them together. All right, we'll do this. Now, if we can get some footage of the Boo, that'd be cool. All right. Oh yeah, I probably should have said this at the beginning, but I wouldn't recommend running this team, by the way. I was gonna say guard, but it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, this event is obviously too easy. But like I said, the purpose of this isn't to show how he does in events. It's just to show his defense and all that. But I want to make sure that he's next to the LR before we start looking at defense and all. Okay. So your time. So 800 or 80k defense. We'll do this. 281. Remember, that is Link 10 though. The thing that will definitely suck is that we don't have big bad bosses, but this guy doesn't have big bad bosses until he transforms anyways. We are getting the 18 keep, which is good though. We can go ahead and look at attack stats though, at the bare minimum. Don't forget, like I said, this is getting us 20% heals. That is very important. That everybody is just healing so much, because it means that when we do, like even this guy too, Rose, Super Saiyan 3 Rose, like this team is just filled with so many healers that it genuinely, like if you're surviving supers, it's so easy to just go back to full HP. It's so easy. He sealed us. It's not very nice. Okay. It's fine. Double super, you'll have to see it. Like even Rose, for example. Like if we do get him to transform, right? I do. Well, on JP he might not be able to assist. He's the what? Let me take it back. He's definitely not surviving these supers, right? Something to think about though is the fact that really he just keeps sealing the unit that I want to look at. Well, I guess it's better that he sealed that, and not, you know, the Super Boo, of course. 357k. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, if you have, because Rose obviously gets more stats the higher your HP is. So again, having a lot of these units to just get, you know, health at the end of turns, at the start of turns with super attacks, all that, and it makes it where when you do have defense at the start of turn, it helps a lot more. Or you get defense depending on how much your HP is at the start of turn, I should say. I want him to lower our HP though, because I want to showcase that 50%. There's so many like safeguards on this team though. A lot of last or full healers, I should say, like last ditch effort healers. We have Rose, who on turn 5 will heal you up to full. You have Super Boo, who if you're below 50% HP will literally heal you all the way up to full because of the way the orbs and all that stuff works. Fizz Super Boo is getting more healing too. Okay, we'll do that. 357. I will say though that his defense is a little bit lower than I'd like it to be. I'm sure it'll change with dupes, but 55% wise, it's not looking good. Especially because we're seeing this number for this Boo. He only gets defense by 30% on super for one turn. And the main issue is that we've seen units who are 55% Link 1 perform better than this Super Boo is. And he has, like I said, not only Link 10, but he's also he also has a pretty decent support, or support. He has a pretty decent linking option here. This is his literal best one. So for him to not do as good as the other ones are doing is a little bit disappointing to me. Then again, maybe because Tech Super Boo, or Tech Fat Boo that transforms into Evil Boo and then Super Boo afterwards, he has 6 out of 7 links with this guy, so maybe he would make him look better. The main issue is that like just Majins as a whole only have like, I think it's like 3 runnable options. Yeah, you could probably argue that only 3 runnable options. No, we're doing the Dokkan attack. we could have seen the 50% HP. Time to go all out. I know you get more healing depending on how many of the things you click, but we're full healing regardless. Like, it doesn't matter. A's... I feel like Beerus is the last stage, though. Is he? He's not. Okay. You're kidding me. I guess we can go ahead and transform and just show, you know, the Link stats go down. Because he doesn't have infinite regeneration anymore. But yeah, this is kind of disappointing. All right. Title of the video: AGL Super Boo is better. No more waiting. I feel like Whis is probably the last stage. I guess we can go ahead and do that because it is funny. All right, and then we'll go ahead and just, you know. Man, I don't want to collect all these orbs, but I feel like it's gonna. Yeah. He's gonna die regardless. Look at that. AGL Super Boo is better. Oh, you know how I just realized we could also run too? Instead of running physical Beerus, or not physical Beerus, who did we run that it was like a weird option? Let me just check. No, I was gonna say we could have run STR transforming Boo instead of AGL Super Boo, but Super Boo is better. But yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, because you can try and be like, oh well, he has a 50% heal and all that stuff. The thing is that this is supposed to be like, these are supposed to be like the better one, you know. He's getting Majin here. He was getting infinite regeneration, I believe. Yeah, he was getting infinite regeneration. Wait, no, he was not getting infinite regeneration because it's not on the physical LR. Was it Metamorphosis? It was Metamorphosis. So he's getting, look at that, 10% attack and defense. He's getting 15% attack and defense. He's getting, what else was it? Was it a 2 key? Yeah, he was getting 2 key, and then he was getting wall standing tall, I believe. Yeah. So he was getting all of this attack and defense everywhere in terms of links. And he's one of the worst ones. He's joining the list on the worst. He's joining the list on the worst of the top 5. The top 5 worst. instead of the top 5 best. Actually, maybe he probably might be number 5 on the top 5 best. Maybe, I don't know. This guy's he genuinely disappointed me, because even if you want to look at it of like, oh well, he didn't get his turn of like, he didn't get the turn where he did the 50% under, and then you change the whole field of orbs to physical. That turn is, while it's nice, you shouldn't look at a unit, especially these types of units, on just that specific turn, because there's no reason why he's going to be on the he's only going to be getting like 8 or 9 orbs most of the time. That's if you're even lucky, right? So to look at it on just the under 50% turn, it's ludicrous. You're gonna have to look at it like as a whole, right? Like as if you're getting 8 or 9 orbs, because most of the time that's probably what you are going to get, and that's, even then, that's a little bit hard to get, right? But when we were getting all of those key series, he's only getting like 300k, 400k defense. Like, are you serious? The healing doesn't matter if this guy is dying, and he can't take normals. I'd be more understanding if he was able to tank normals, and then we just build him full dodge. But yeah, this is one of the more disappointing ones. I'm actually kind of sad about that. Yeah, I like, the EZA wouldn't have helped either. The LR EZA for Majin Buu Go tanks, because there wasn't there, like, it's not like that guy gets support or anything. Like, yeah, we could have run him in SOT 1 a little bit more, but it's not like it helps set up orbs more. Man, that's so disappointing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you as always, Wolf, for being a member, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.